Okay, I'm gonna demonstrate here how to reattach the Raspberry Pi camera and the ribbon cable inside the enclosure. This might be necessary, for example, if there's too much tension on the ribbon cable and it pulls upwards so that it separates from the camera inside. So what you would do is just unscrew the enclosure. Take off the acrylic plate, and inside there's 4 small posts. Right now I don't have the Pi camera in there, so I'm just going to put it in. But if it was in there, what I normally do is I take a small Allen key, something like this, where you have a little hook, and I use it to kind of gently pry up the corners of the circuit board. So you'll need to take it out to reattach the ribbon cable to it later on. And in this example here, the ribbon cable is almost all the way down. I could probably just pull it out with my pliers here, but I'm going to show how to actually feed it through the tube and get it through this gray part and then into the main enclosure. So before I do that and take this apart, I'm just going to mark the front of it so I'll know which part is should be facing forward. Okay, so it's kind of tight. Okay. And notice too there's a rubber O-ring in here, so make sure you don't lose that. Okay. And the ribbon cable is in here. So this can come off as well, and it's quite coiled up at the moment. So if you did have to feed it in through the top all the way down, normally what I do, I kind of pinch this a little bit. It's fairly flexible and it'll allow you to fold it. Don't fold it 180 degrees, but maybe about 90 degrees or so you can feed it down through the slightly narrow opening at the top there. So now that it's in here, if you do have trouble feeding it down through the tube, you might want to have like a long object to kind of push down and help it along a little bit. But now that it's in, I'll just show how I feed it in through this portion. Okay. Oh, sorry, wrong end. So right, we want the front. Okay, so this was the front. The tube is a little bit oval shaped, so you might want to mark the front of the tube as well with the marker. Okay. And in this part, you can feed it in and then grab it from the other end with the pliers. And actually, I'm just going to pull it up a little bit and just screw in a little bit here, and you'll get a feel for how it's twisting inside the enclosure. And then normally, I'm just going to back it off now. And then I'm going to give it some pre-twist in the opposite direction, just so that when it does twist on, it'll untwist a little bit. It doesn't matter if it's got some leftover twist when you're done screwing it on. It just to minimize it so it's not twisted up like crazy in there. Okay, and there, back to where it was. Okay, and now we'll attach the camera module. So this, we'll turn it over so that it's at the back of the board. We'll open up the latch there. And then this blue end is going to be on top. So just feed it under the latch gently, and then push the latch shut. Okay. And then I'm going to take that up a little bit. Use the pliers to just get the circuit board nicely in position over the posts. There, got it. Snap it down into place. Put the acrylic window on. Screw it back. And ordinarily at this stage you'd probably want to just get a bucket of water deep enough to dunk it, and make sure that it doesn't bubble like crazy when you dunk it in. 1 or 2 bubbles from a little air pocket or a bit of dirt or something on the side is okay, but if it continues to bubble, that means you probably didn't get the window on well, and there's a bit of an air gap there. Okay, so that's pretty much it.